Alright, sup guys everyone, so I got a new special guest over here who is a Marvel fan and also a horror fan, and now we're gonna talk about the film Lights Out. Alright, so Lights Out is directed by David Sandberg, produced by James Wan, and stars Teresa and she plays as a character of Rebecca, who is undergoing some traumatic experience in her past. A supernatural force comes into her house, haunting both her mom and the brother, and it takes place right after the passing of a certain family member. So I just wanted to ask Clement, what do you think of the film?
Well, personally, I kind of liked it for its interesting concept. Not too much of the scares though. The concept here in this movie involves the main character or the characters using lights to ward off the evil within the house, and I felt that it was that's the pretty cool thing about it, because it's the first time that I'm actually seeing a concept like that.
I think after watching this film, your first thoughts is, yeah, you'll probably sleep with the lights on. I also think it's a good concept. It's actually adapted from a short film, also by the same director, where it's about a creature that appears in the dark, and once you turn on the lights, the creature disappears. For the many of you out there who wants to tackle this issue and say you can just turn on the lights and just sleep, well, the film also has addressed these issues, and certain things happen because lights aren't the only thing stopping this creature from moving.
What's pretty cool is the fact that it kind of plays to our fear of the darkness in this film, and when we were younger, we kind of used like the lights to sort of like protect ourselves, you know, when there's light, and then we just feel a little bit more braver in a sense.
And also I want to give credit to David Sandberg, considering this is his first feature film that is actually well produced by Warner Bros. And James Wan.
And I'm not really a fan of jump scares, and I felt that the film used quite a bit of like jump scares to scare the folks, which, you know, isn't really a plus point for me because it's like a cheap method. I personally prefer psychological thrillers as compared to jump scares, as I think that jump scares, you know, when you involve all those like loud noises and stuff.
Certain parts of the film where there were not any jump scares, there were just plain suspenseful moments and just natural creaking sounds without any loud noises. I feel that the film really delivers. More areas of the film could have worked without the jump scares, so I feel that some parts really use too much jump scares already.
But you gotta give them props for building up the suspense, you know. I think that's one of the stronger points. I felt that the ending was a little anticlimactic. Yeah, it felt a little rushed.
Okay, this is just for my own opinion. I feel that the boyfriend didn't really add much weight to the story, considering that he's a supporting character. If you remove the boyfriend part, the character will be more focused, the story will be more tighter.
But you gotta give props to Rebecca's character development throughout the film though. You see her in a certain way at the beginning, and at the end you see her in a different light. So I felt that was a pretty good point in the movie.
The whereabouts for the supernatural ghosts are still unknown, even though the film touches on the backstory of it. How it came about, I would wish to understand more about the creature.
Just appearing and disappearing in the presence of light. They did explain, but I felt that it wasn't really clear. It didn't really make sense as to how it appeared, you know, like as compared to other movies where you have like black magic or something else involved to kind of summon the spirit, but this just felt like out of nowhere.
And considering that the creature can actually touch you and like hurt and even kill you, and they say that snail ghost doesn't exist, but this ghost really exists.
I'm gonna give this film a 6 out of 10 for its interesting concept and the main character's development over the whole film. I felt that it was just nice. The film was paced just right. It wasn't too long.
Alright man, I'm quite close to yours as well. I'll give this film a 6.5 over 10. I feel as if it has a very, very good concept. We'd like to see more about this. I don't think there's a sequel, but if there's another concept similar to this, expanding on the world that is out there and find out more about the creature's backstory, maybe have a prequel, I feel as if the film could just build a bit more. It's still good, but it's not as great as what I would expect it to be. Alright, so I'd just like to thank Clement Yeow for starring in this review. This is his first time talking, so I hope to get him back for more movie reviews, especially on Marvel films as well, or horror fans.
Thanks for having me, Sam.
And if you like this, guys, you can check out Delitans Reviews Facebook page for more upcoming movie reviews and amazing updates as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and you can stay tuned, stay awesome, and I'll see you again in Delitans Reviews.
Oh, come on!
Oh my goodness, Teresa Palmer.
I prefer Psycho.
Right, so,
Great.
but those are just my takes, and yeah, okay. Okay.